So, California Governor Gavin Newsom just exposed Trump's plan to straight up steal Congress with these rigged Texas maps. And yeah, we're about to watch it, and it's wild. He lays it all out, calling out Trump and the GOP for this brazen, we're entitled to seats garbage. And you can tell he's completely done with it. Let's watch the full clip, and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
We want to do it in the most transparent way. That's a process that will unfold over the course of the next few weeks, but we want to see the maps on the ballot. I want folks to know what they're voting on. That's what separates what we're doing from what others are doing. So we want to give those maps. We want to make sure those maps are on the ballot. We want to encourage national redistricting, which is critical. I've long supported national redistricting. I appreciate Common Cause and their work in this space. It should be done in Ohio. It should be done in Florida. It should be done elsewhere. I appreciate Governor Schwarzenegger's leadership in this space. I was proud to support those efforts in the past as a mayor at the time, lieutenant governor, working against the repeal of some of those independent redistricting efforts. That's why we want to continue to keep the Independent Redistricting Commission, but recognizing that we cannot unilaterally disarm at this existential moment in terms of these congressional maps in 26, 28, and 30. But to maintain its status beyond 30 into 3032, and to codify our intent to continue to promote a national independent redistricting model. The idea that the President of the United States says he's entitled to 5 seats should sicken everybody. There's nothing normal about that, and anyone who says it's not surprising is normalizing it. That's shocking. He's entitled to it.
You're concerned about the low poll numbers, 52%.
I'm confident we'll get it when people know what it is and what it's not. I think and at the end of the day, they understand what's at stake. I mean, we can just sit on the sidelines. We can watch him roll back. I mean, they're not stopping with 5 in Texas. They're in Indiana. They're going to all these other states. We can sit there and we can be, stewards of, intellectual good government and just watch it all go away. If he's entitled to these votes, what's he going to be entitled to in 2 years? He's apparently entitled to the National Guard, federalizing the National Guard to do what? Doesn't like the fact there's an election because, look at these tariffs. They're done under the completely illegal auspices of an Economic Emergency Powers Act based on, former leader in Brazil's incarceration. So that's under the Economic Emergency Powers Act. That Bolsonaro's incarceration, house arrest, should lead to a 50% tariff. And this is I appreciate you asking about Alcatraz, and I'm glad you're following on all these other remarkable things that are happening in this country. I actually have to be more cautious about what I say because sometimes you pick it up. Why are you wearing a Pittsburgh hat? What's going on with you, Joe? Okay, no, we love Najee Harris. He's a Bay Area kid, the running back. Najee's the best. Well, no, you didn't necessarily have the line, okay? Joe, we're going to get into this, really? You watch this year. It's a much better team, despite that quarterback. Anyone else? That's up there with Coke Zero or whatever the new Coke is. That's not even worthy of your time. Thank you, guys.
All right. Yeah, so here's the thing. What you just heard isn't just Newsom being dramatic. This is the reality we're in right now. Republicans, and let's be honest, led by Trump and all his little state-level imitators, have turned gerrymandering into a science experiment in how to keep power without earning it. We're talking maps so skewed that in states like Wisconsin and North Carolina, Democrats can get more votes statewide and still end up with way fewer seats. And the Supreme Court, they basically threw up their hands back in 2019 with Rucho v. Common Cause and said, yeah, federal courts can't do anything about partisan gerrymandering, which of course the GOP took as an engraved invitation to go wild. Look at Florida. DeSantis bulldozed through a map that erased a black opportunity district. The state Supreme Court let it stand, and now Republicans are openly talking about redrawing things again mid-decade just to keep the advantage. Texas, Trump literally said out loud he's entitled to more congressional seats there. That's not even a dog whistle, that's a foghorn. And when Newsom says it should sicken you, yeah, it should, because if they can just redraw the lines whenever they feel like it, the idea of elections, meaning anything starts to rot from the inside. And this isn't isolated to maps. This is the same mindset that led Trump to call Raffensperger in Georgia and demand he find 11,780 votes. It's the same as the fake elector scheme in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada. The whole plan is to rewrite the rules or ignore them until they get the outcome they want. Meanwhile, they dress it up as election integrity while passing laws like Georgia's SB 202 or Texas's SB 1, which, fun fact, make it harder to vote and easier for partisan hacks to take over local election boards. So yeah, I get why Newsom is saying put the maps on the ballot, make people see what's being done before it's locked in. Because right now, Republicans are engineering minority rule right in front of us. And if they get away with it in 2026, 2028, 2030, you can forget about fair representation for a generation. The playbook is already written. Gerrymander, suppress, challenge results, and claim fraud if all else fails. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. While you're down there, hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.